Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world, wherever you are watching this program from. I welcome you to this amazing program. Today is the 7th of June, 2024. We have come once again, as we always do, to express our views on things that are happening in the contraption called Nigeria, mainly issues that have to do with the Biafran people. This platform, as you all know, is a platform that is supporting the Biafra Republic Government in exile under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the Supreme Command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In this platform, we bring information to your doorstep. We do not come here to instigate violence. Neither do we come here to preach hate. What we do is to bring the truth out and to debunk every lie that has been told against the Biafran people. It does not matter who tells the lies. Once we spot a lie in you, against Biafrans, against our Prime Minister, against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are going to come here to debunk it. And today, we want to look into a video that was made.
Pay attention and listen to the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Nigeria, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has a message. Listen carefully and let's watch.
Usman Danfodio conquest of Nigeria. The reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the DSS custody today is because they know he is the only man who have dared to stop in the modern age the jihad being sponsored by the powerful nation, Arabic nation of the world. They know he is the only man who can stop them from creating 55,000 polling units in Nigeria, in which 45,000 polling units goes to the northern Nigeria, the Fulani agenda, and only 10,000 polling units goes to the south. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu understands this. Why your politicians in the southern Nigeria continue to parade themselves as those who have arrived in the Nigeria project, when they continue to sleep and wallow in the voodoo of Fulani, they are planning and already rigging the election while you are planning to come out and contest in 2023. Only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu understands this, and he has put the mechanisms in place to make sure the actualization of the conquest of Fulani in Nigeria is stopped, prevented, rejected at all costs. And we are going to do everything humanly possible to destroy Nigeria, democratically and undemocratically, and restore full nation of Biafra, Ududua, and everyone that want to be free from the Fulani enslavement. We are going to make sure that every hand must be on deck to destroy this entity that has posed the biggest world. Let me tell you one thing today. For some of you who do not know the danger that the Nigeria poses to the Western world and to America. Few years ago, the United States Army General, who was posted to the Sahel, he made the biggest revelation. He said, the terrorists in Nigeria, in the Sahel region, has been able to work together. And what they are looking for is that they are looking for a safe haven. They are trying to make Nigeria a safe haven. And when that happens, that they know American Intelligence Agency, that they know that when they make Nigeria their safe haven, they are going to begin to sponsor attacks in the United States. They are going to begin to sponsor attack in the European Union. They are going to begin to sponsor attack in the United Kingdom. The general went ahead to say, though we know it is not happening now, we know the threat has not come yet, but it is going to come. Today, I am declaring and telling that general that what he estimated to take 20 years has started happening. Today, I am beginning and I am opening up and I am declaring to that general and the United States Intelligence Agency that the Boko Haram, the ISWAP, the Al-Qaeda, all the terrorist group in Nigeria has found Nigeria a safe haven. Today, it is happening that the terrorists have elected governors in the northern Nigeria. Today, the terrorists in Nigeria has levied the various communities that they control. If that not a safe haven, my brothers and my sisters and lovers of Biafra, lovers of freedom, Nigerianists, one Nigerianist, if this is not a safe haven, I want you to tell me what else is safe haven that this American general was talking about. This is what safe haven is all about. The safe haven is to enjoy the protection of the government of Nigeria. The safe haven is to elect a governor in a sovereign state of Nigeria while the federal government watch and spend billions of naira in abducting and kidnapping the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. Safe haven, the United States General was referring to, is that today the ISIS and Boko Haram has publicly joined together. They joined forces and have levied the Nigeria people living in the northern Nigeria, and they are paying fines. They are paying levies to Boko Haram. If this is not a safe haven, what else is a safe haven? He says the safe haven the general was referring to that may happen in 20 years' time to come has started happening in 2021. This is to tell you that because the activities of IPOB under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has busted every plan, every hidden agenda, and we are 20 miles ahead of them. This evening, I may look for that video to play to you for you to understand the danger that is happening and the danger that will happen and the danger that you are into. When the United States, they say it is going to happen maybe in 20 years' time, maybe in future, we know that this is going to pose a very big threat to the United States. It is already happening. And the only way to solve this problem is the disintegration of Nigeria. The only way to solve this problem is to conduct a referendum that Nigeria will be divided along ethnic and tribal line. Biafra will be a confederating state that will comprise of other ethnic groups, making the confederating state of Biafra. If you do not know the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in prison or in DSS custody, if you do not know the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted, let me show you. I am going to show you the reason. One of the reasons, not the reason, but one of the reasons. Federal government G7 launches 59.9 billion Northeast Hunger Prevention Program. I want to ask you today, is the hunger in Nigeria only in the Northeast? I want to ask you today, is the hunger in Nigeria only in the northeast? I am asking you, is the hunger in Nigeria only in the northeast? The question he is here is only the hunger in Nigeria in the northeast? This is the question that everybody need to answer. What you just saw now is the reason Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in detention, is the reason Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted, kidnapped, is the reason they are going to do everything to stop anybody that is going to stop them from funding the terrorists, Boko Haram, from funding the ISWAP, from funding the jihad that is now taking place across Nigeria. Today, we are reading in the news attacks on Kaduna, southern Kaduna people, bandit on rampage in Zamfara state, bandit on rampage in those states where they feel they have infidels. They have succeeded in taking over the entire northern Nigeria. And you do not see the military conducting air bombardment in those areas. Because we told you, the only thing, there is no single human being coming from the northern Nigeria, and he is a Muslim, that is genuine in fighting for one Nigeria. The reason they are fighting for one Nigeria is to continue to deceive you. It's to continue to deceive you into believing that certain people in the northern Nigeria do not buy the idea of Fulanization of Nigeria. It's a lie. They are conquered people. And you must not be deceived anymore. The reason Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in custody today is because they know he is going to stop them. They know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have raised men. They know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will do everything and has put every mechanism in place to make sure Fulani did not succeed in Nigeria. So for you, from the southern Nigeria, you are happy that Sunday Igbo's house was attacked. You are happy because you are into Nigeria politics. You are happy because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was on handcuff. You are happy that people were slaughtered in Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igbo's house because to you, he is disturbing the peace of Nigeria. I am asking you a question today. Are you part of this Nigeria? Is it the Nigeria you are defending? Is it the Nigeria you are defending? The Nigeria you are defending is the Nigeria that claim they are broke because Boko Haram and bandits need money. They need money for weapons. We know they have money and they are spending it very judiciously. The Nigeria you are ignorantly defending are pumping 59.9 billion naira to only one region. I want to ask you, in that your one Nigeria, will you ever in Yoruba land, will you ever in the southwest, no matter how they want to pamper you, you a Yoruba man who is claiming one Nigeria, you Biafra man who is claiming one Nigeria, will you ever in your entire life in Nigeria receive in your region 59.9 billion for hunger prevention program in Oduduwa nation? I am asking you a question. Or Don't you have hunger in your own place? Don't you have hunger in your own region? Is it that you do not have hunger in your own region as well? Is it only in the north you have hunger? How many of you in your villages today can go to sleep eating 3 times a day? I'm asking you, no matter how you feel you are, how many of you feed well in the southern Nigeria? This is not in the northwest. This is not to Benue State. This is only in the northeast. Only in the northeast. 59.9 billion. This is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting against. And you, the ignorant one, will say, bring him, let us kill him. You have arrested him, you have abducted him, kill him, kill him. He will be in prison. He will be in prison. We are going to jail him. The Asorok will not allow him to go. You are happy. I am not only talking, you are happy. And you are from the southern Nigeria. You are happy and you are from the middle belt. Middle belt. You cannot rise up. You are happy that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted. Where are you today? Where are your politicians? Where are your senators? Where are your governors? When this money are being shared, where are them? We have also seen when they went to borrow billions of dollars from China, Southeast was completely and totally excluded. Excluded. All of you, the senators, you formed the Southeast Senators Caucus. You came, you lamented. We're lamenting and crying like a baby in a country where you should be sharing equity and justice. If you open your mouth, you will say, we are supporting one Nigeria. What is your problem? What is wrong with you? Are you part of this Nigeria that is receiving 59.9 billion for hunger prevention? Is it the Nigeria you are part of? Or is it another Nigeria? I'm asking you. Is it the Nigeria you are fighting for? Is the Nigeria that is sending and disbursing 59.9 billion naira for hunger prevention? Apart from all the funds and all the money that is going to them from the southern Nigeria. Is that in Nigeria you are fighting for? If this is the Nigeria you are fighting for, you are not supposed to be a human. You are not supposed to be a human. And not even animal. Because animals are very smart. We have seen animals that are even very smarter than human beings. Have you seen dogs that are like human beings, smart? Have you seen even donkeys? Have you seen even monkeys? So many wild animals are very, very smart. So if this is the Nigeria you want to be part of, what is it that you see in Nigeria that you cannot support the disintegration and the destruction of Nigeria? What is it that you see in Nigeria that will make you to receive your region to receive 59.9 billion naira to prevent hunger? Remember your message today. The message I'm trying to pass to you is that this money you see, this 59.9 billion naira you see, is not going for any hunger prevention. this money is going for arms and ammunition that they are going to use to kill you. This money is going to the north, so they are going to use it to pay mercenaries that are coming from all over Central Africa, Mauritius, Mauritania, and what have you. These are funds that will end up in the paws of bandits. As I speak to you now, the hunger in the south is even more than the hunger in the north. I want to tell you something. The hunger in the south is more than the hunger in the north. I'm going to prove it to you. Today, the Fulani have used what we call the economic jihad against the southern Nigeria. They have blocked every means of your livelihood. They have blocked the borders. They have stopped you from importing any goods. They make sure they block every avenue where you can make money and feed your families. They make sure they bring everybody to ground zero. They want to bring you down to the level of nomadic people. They want to make you poor, and they have already succeeded in making you poor. Today, some of you in the southern Nigeria cannot even afford to buy a bag of rice. Let me tell you, northern Nigeria, they are used to hunger and poverty. In northern Nigeria, they are used to hunger and poverty. It is their nature. Poverty is in their blood. And this is how they have lived for ages. This is how they have lived for decades. If you pump $100 billion into northern Nigeria, they will take the money, put it in their mattress, and continue to beg in the street. This is their nature. That is not to say that they are hungry. That is not to say that they are hungry. That is not to say that there are hunger in the north. It is the nature of every northerner to live like animal. It is the nature of every northerner to live nomadic life. They live in the forest. They live in the bushes. If you pump billions and billions of naira to the northern Nigeria, they will collect the money, buy arms and ammunition, and continue to live like monkeys in the forest. But you know what? Some of you in the southern Nigeria, you are now very hungry because you eat amala, you eat pounded yam, you eat fufu, you eat heavy food. And any day you do not eat that heavy food, you will begin to emaciate. You begin to emaciate. Some of you cannot afford it anymore. You don't eat the way you used to eat. You don't see meat. They are pumping this Fulani voodoo cow into the southern Nigeria. They don't eat it. You know that. I don't need to start preaching to you whether they are eating cow. They don't eat cow. You are the one consuming their cow. So in the southern Nigeria, when you want to eat food, you make sure that every orishi from Fulani cow is inside your soup. You want to eat pig meat. They don't eat it. Now, some of you can no longer afford it.
I thank God for the Prime Minister Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. Biafran people are going to defend themselves. If it's going to take everyone out to defend Biafra, we will do that. Till the last man standing. May Chukwu Okikabiyama continue to guide our Prime Minister Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May Chukwu Okikabiyama continue to guide our Liberation Army. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity and equity. We move airborne. Thank you and stay safe.